Okay guys, here's a quick tour of the garden. We've got some, this is a Scotch bonnet right here. Got some fig trees over here. That's an LSU purple. That's a Ronde de Bordeaux. 7-pot brain strain. I think these are more Scotch bonnets. All over here. I think this is an Ahi lemon. Yep. I think these are some Carolina Reapers. I think that one's an Ahi lemon as well. Another fig. It's another Ronde de Bordeaux. It's a Scotch brain. As you see, it's got some flowers on there right now. These are some figs that I grafted. They are some Black Madeiras. I think some Figo Pretos. I forget what that little one back there is. I think that's an Alma. And I think that one's supposed to be a White Madeira, which isn't doing too well. So that one might make it. But the rest of these are all doing good. This is an Ahi Charapita, I believe. This is the first year I'm growing this one. It's got some flowers on it, so that's going to be really good. These are all some excess pepper plants that I have. I'll probably plant these out in the ground a little bit later, but we'll see how those work out. Obviously some more figs. It's a yellow long neck. I think it's another yellow long neck. Figo Preto, yellow long neck. Some Black Madeiras. This is a Scotch bonnet. It's Red Moruga. This one is a Verte, whatever that is. We've got some German thyme, some English thyme, some yellow long necks again, some more German thyme. This one is, I don't think I'm going to pronounce this right, but it's a Bourgeois Noir. I got this from Figaholics. So you see more peppers here. Some kind of water lily that grew. Some more MOA Scotch bonnets. These have been out here a while. You see it's got some flowers. There's one little fruit back there. That's a plain overhead that's really loud. This is more Scotch bonnet. This one I think is a Home Depot fig. Actually, it's a Rudine. I went ahead and cut off one of the nodes, or one of the sticks, whatever you call them, scions, and rooted this from one of the Home Depot figs that I got. I think it's probably a black turkey, or a brown turkey, sorry. This one's an Ahi Charapita, some mint. I can never tell if this is spearmint or peppermint. Well, I've got both of them. I think this is spearmint and this is peppermint. These are some, I think this is oregano from last year. All of these grew back from last year after the winter. 7-pot brain strain. It's a Carolina Reaper. All of these have some little tiny fruit or buds on them right now. This one's a Chicago Hardy. This is a large Asui stick. It's an Asian pear. So taking some chances at growing these. I've got them in pots right now. This one's an Korean Giant. So that's a Red Moruga, a yellow Moruga. So you see they all have flowers on there. It's a 7-pot brain strain again. This is another Chicago Hardy. This is a Figo Preto. That back there is a Red Moruga. That's a dead stick of some sort. This is an I-258. Actually, this is a I-258 and a Figo Preto. I took a Home Depot brown turkey and grafted it. So I had this fig growing from last year and decided to just graft it. So this was a whip and tongue graft. I think so was this. And as you can see, they both held. That is a Canadria fig. Another Ahi Charapita back there. That one back there is a Black Madeira that was grafted onto a brown turkey. So see, it's struggling to come back. It's got some of that fig mosaic virus. This is an I-258 and again a Figo Preto. and another Figo Preta grafted onto a brown turkey. So as you see, I grafted this, whip and tongue. This was a bud graft that held. This was whip and tongue. This was a bud graft and another whip and tongue. So as you see, they all caught. So pretty good success right there. Another yellow moruga. Got a little flower there. More yellow morugas. If you haven't caught on right now, you can see a theme. So that one back there, I don't know what that is. It's either a yellow moruga again, or a Scotch bonnet, or a red moruga. I'll have to look later. As you can see over here too, I've got some peppers in ground. Usually I don't plant these in the ground because every year, I don't know if there's something in the soil here that kind of kills them after a heavy rain. So I'm using these as an experiment. I have extra plants, so I'm gonna see if these actually catch or actually can survive. If they don't, no big loss, but it'd be nice if they did grow. That's a moruga red, Scotch bonnet, and I think that's a yellow moruga over there. And that is some, what is that again? Is that purple flower? I'm can't remember off the top of my head now. Anyway, I like it. This is a hibiscus. It's a yellow long neck. Those are a pile of rocks that came out of the ground. That my soil here is really terrible and full of rocks. So this was just one of 3 bags that I had to sift through. That is another yellow long neck. I think that's a red moruga or a yellow moruga. I didn't really label these because I didn't care to. Those are some pomegranate trees. That is a wonderful pomegranate in a 15 or 20 gallon container. And back there is another wonderful, and one is another Parfianca. So again, these aren't gonna bear fruit in those containers, but I'm just kind of growing them out for right now, and then I'll decide where to plant them later on. And this is an Asian pear that I grafted. So I think the rootstock is a Shinko. Yeah, it's from Home Depot. So I've got these little bamboo stakes around it to keep bunnies from eating the bark, because I hate bunnies. Built something to keep them out, but I'll show you that later. This little graft right here is a Korean giant, so it caught. As you can see, it's growing. And then over here is a Husui graft. So I think I saw Kangstar growing these things, and then I went to the Asian store and got a few Asian pears and decided I liked them and thought, why not? Let me go ahead and plant a tree and see how long it takes to bear fruit. Probably 2 or 3 years before that happens, so I guess I'll have to keep going to the Asian market. And then finally, there's another Asian pear. And the reason I have so many Asian pear trees, guys, is because I wanted to buy a few of them so I could intergraft them, so I would have one tree that would have multiple varieties, and then after that I can give the other ones away if I wanted to. And it was actually cheaper than buying a grafted tree, and they were out of them, so I thought it'd be a fun little experiment. The reason I have 2 Korean giants is because this one came as an almost dead stick, and I'm really surprised that it actually grew. The company that sent it to me did a really poor job of cutting the roots and trimming this, and it came almost half dead, and I complained to them and they sent me a replacement, and I decided to stick this one in the ground, and somehow magically it came out. But as you can see, it's not doing as well as the other one. It's barely kind of surviving, so we'll see how that works out. Anyway, all of these are Scotch bonnets that are in here. And then I've got 2 more spaces. I'm going to plant some more Scotch bonnets in here again. I think that one is actually a yellow moruga that I just placed over there because I didn't have any space at the time. And this is some rosemary, obviously. It's a planter I built. I should know this is 7-pot brain strain. So as you can see in here, this has got a ton of little buds. But that's pretty much it for now, guys. Thought I'd just give you a quick update and show you how everything's progressing. I don't think I've done a garden video in a little while, but I'll keep doing these a little bit more regularly as the plants start growing some more fruit, and well, we'll take it from there. All right, you guys have a good one.